What's up, everybody? Hope you're having an incredible Thursday. This is our Crypto and Cocktails edition number 3. And we dressed up today in our Halloween costumes because we won't be coming to you tomorrow for Halloween. So this is my costume, guys. If anybody can guess who I am, I mean, incredible, because this is from like a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, when it was super hot. And I'll give you a hint. It has a lot to do with everything going on today in AI. So if you can guess what my costume is, then I don't know, you're just super amazing. Oh my God, Megan. I knew it. You knew it right off the bat. Shit, we already got it, you guys. We already got it. It's Megan. It's Megan. Do you guys remember who Megan was? Megan nailed it. There's a lot of Megans happening right now. But that's so funny that you knew who it was right away. Yes. So this is the crazy psycho doll. That the AI doll, I think this movie was a little bit ahead of its time, but if you remember in the Super Bowl, there were tons of people dressed like this in America, and they were doing this like wild dance. And yes, she was the crazy AI doll that went insane and became sentient and then started murdering her owners. So hopefully that's not the world that we're going to be born into for our kids or whoever. But yes, that's it. That's it. I'm going to play a little clip for you guys now while we get ready for today. But on that note, what we'll be discussing in today's episode with Rob, who's also dressed up in his Halloween costume, is what is happening in the market and why are we dipping? Didn't President Trump just come out and say that his meeting with President Xi went amazing? Did the Fed not just come out and say that they cut rates by 25 basis points and that they're stopping quantitative tightening, which is extraction of liquidity from the market? What is going on? Why are we dipping? Is this market cycle over? Are all the bears right? Should we pack up and go home, or should we double down? Well, I think you guys all know what I'm doing, and we're going to actually look at the charts with Rob to figure that out. No, we are not in a confirmed bear market. No, I'm not packing up. And in fact, I am buying the dip. And some of our gem pick bangers from yesterday are actually retesting. And when a lot of the market is too scared to buy the dip or too scared to buy the retest, we're going to look at whether or not that's a good idea and stick to the plan, because that's what we do on this show. So guys, happy Halloween. Madonna. I like that, Brian. Could have been. Happy Halloween. The red charts are the scariest thing. Yeah, the Fed came out and tried to spook us, but not on this channel. You're not going to be spooked. Maybe only by my AI sentient crazy outfit. Maybe I'll just go crazy in the middle of the stream. You never know. But yeah, the Fed came out and spooked the market just in time for Halloween. Is this a buy the dip opportunity? I truly believe so, because nothing has changed in my opinion yet. based on all the charts. I mean, we've just been looking with Rob, Bitcoin sitting at support. A lot of the altcoins, well, they've retraced a little bit today, but a lot of them are on support and retesting as well. Guys, for those of you who are just joining, I'm going to play this epic scene from the Megan movie. So those of you who don't know who this is, you're about to find out. So let's just play that just to set the tone here for spooky crypto cocktails edition. Also, let me know, what are you going as? What's your costume this year? And what's your drink for today? My drink is ATH, Costa Rican pineapple, vodka, of course, all-time high. I truly believe we'll be seeing all-time highs in Bitcoin soon, so I'm pre-celebrating. I'm celebrating the dip because when you buy the dip, that's when you make the money, essentially, right? The buys are a big part of the plan. So let me just play this clip for you really quick so you understand my costume.
Because oh, we will.
I'm gonna fast forward. This is the cypher doll. Oh, maybe they played it already.
Thinking polite, stereotype, got your full attention. Think that you can play with me, you better watch your back. The last thing that you hear would be my laugh. Cause baby doll skill, don't provoke us or we will push you down. Might be pretty but we're still bitter as much as we're sweet. Like hidden under the sheets, baby doll skill.
But just a little bit of fun. I was actually trying to play the epic dance for you, but you get the gist. Now, back to the serious part of the episode, okay? A few reasons why I am extremely bullish on what's happening right now in the space. So Matt Hogan came out and said, things the market is underestimating. The likelihood that sovereigns buy Bitcoin in size in the next few years. Number two, the likelihood the US passes the Clarity Act in late 2025, early 26. Number three, the speed at which tokenization and stablecoins will grow. And number four, the fact that debasement trade will become significantly more popular, not less, in 2026. And this came off a response to Bradley Duke that said, this is huge. France has tabled a bill to buy up to 420,000 Bitcoin, 2% of the supply. And it's not getting less popular. It's getting more and more popular as things in the world change. And, Tom Lee also doing his thing, came out and went ahead and said this.
Huge. If we were to say Ethereum, Bitcoin, we try to bucket them into risk-averse assets or risk-on type assets.
Yeah.
Is it fair to look at them that way? We used to compare them correlation-wise to the NASDAQ 100. Is that the fair assessment for how these things trade in the coming months?
Yes. Bitcoin is particularly monetary policy liquidity sensitive. Ethereum has elements of being sensitive to liquidity, but it's also part of this AI moving onto the blockchain and Wall Street moving onto the blockchain and that whole stablecoin ChatGPT moment for crypto. So Ethereum, I think, trades almost like 1971 Wall Street, which was the dollar went off the gold standard, a lot of innovation. Ethereum essentially is a growth protocol, and that's why Bitmine is so aggressively acquiring Ethereum.
Wow. Okay. I mean, like, this is the stuff that gets me going and makes me excited. It's like when the dollar went off the gold standard and Ethereum is now in that condition and Wall Street. Oh my gosh, it's just, I just see so much potential in this space, and I see the writing on the wall, whether that's right now in this moment, in the next few months, we have a big pump. We might not hit the full potential, but within the next 5 years, we are going places that we could never dream of, that we could only imagine. That's what I believe, because this is going to all be baked into the system, and it's not going to be the crypto market. It's just going to be part of the system. It's actually going to be the integral part of the system, the core financial backbone, for example, Ethereum, for all of the transactions that we're making, Solana stablecoins for Western Union. It is all happening now. And now people are scared to buy the dip. I got to show you guys one more thing. Okay. In Discord, we're constantly posting alpha there and, like news as it happens in real time. And I just want to show you some of the news we've been posting. So let's see here. I think I have to remove something so I can share my screen. Yeah, just 1 second, guys. I'm going to share my screen because you need to see what's been happening today, because Paul Tudor Jones, one of the most famous investors, okay, hedge fund managers, billionaire, is saying that I don't know why it's not letting me share my screen right But is saying that he essentially thinks that this is going to explode. And let me read this to you, okay? This is in the Discord in the Crypto Megan Alpha channel. Let's go. So Paul Tudor Jones, billionaire hedge fund icon, okay, says this is 1999 deja vu. The setup today mirrors 1999, but instead of rate hikes, we're facing rate cuts and a 6% fiscal deficit. The mix of easy monetary and fiscal policy could trigger a new speculative surge. Possible explosion. All ingredients are in place for a massive asset price boom, though the speaker isn't predicting a crash, just a rapid appreciation across the markets. Okay, so this guy, he's pretty notorious. I mean, he tells it like he sees it. He doesn't try to sugarcoat anything. And he's saying that this is set for like a 1999 style boom, only much, much bigger. And he's positioned to do so. Ricardo Salinas, Bitcoin billionaire, he's saying that 70% of his net worth is in Bitcoin and 15% in gold, or 30% in gold. Wow. I mean, this is a crazy atmosphere. So today we're going to go over to charts with Rob to examine why this may or may not be an excellent buy the dip opportunity, and we could be getting that entry on those gem pick bangers that we really wanted. I'm going to bring Rob up, and then I'm going to go to the comments. So let me know what you guys are doing for Halloween, what you're dressed as, and let's see what Rob's costume is. What's up, Rob?
Hello, crew. How are y'all doing today? Today we in the crypto seas today and finding out what options are out there.
I like it. I like it. Our very own Jack Sparrow. Rob, what are you drinking today for Crypto and Cocktails?
What any pirate drink? Rum.
Wait, we're not seeing it. Okay, we see the rum. There it is. There's the rum. Is that moonshine or is that rum?
That's rum.
Okay, let's see what you're drinking it out of.
My cup is a bullhorn.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bullhorn. Cheers.
Cheers to Pirate Rob. Okay, guys, we're keeping it fun here because you've got to have a good time and you got to celebrate these momentous occasions, as is Halloween and the buy the dip scenario. So let's just go into a few comments and then we'll get to the charts with Captain Rob here. So I love that Megan guessed this right away. That's so funny. Let's see here. Brian, what's up? Po man, good to see you all in the house. Mitch, I can't buy the dip anymore. I'm still a hodler, but this has been really hard today mentally, considering I just made another investment in Theta. I get you, Mitch. And this is why this is so difficult, because even though the plan could be to buy at a certain point, the dips that make you sick, that's the phrase, right, Rob? Buy the dips that make you sick. That's just it. They make you sick.
We will be going over today when we go charting.
Exactly. So I understand the mental pain, Mitch. It's hard. It's hard to buy the dip when there's so much fear. I mean, this is why people don't do it, because we get down to those points and then you get afraid, right? It's just natural human emotion. In fact, the charts are largely reflecting human emotion in some way, right? So I totally get that. But today we're going to, reinforce why there's still, a bullish scenario in the cards here. I can barely stand it. Doesn't feel good at all. Mitch, hang in there. Hang in there. Stay cool, calm, and collected. That's what we do on this channel. And let us present you some of the charts, and maybe that will ease your nerves today. Peter, Bitcoin still holding above 50-week moving average. Yes, we're currently testing that right now. And so the bull market structure remains intact. We'll get to that with Rob in a second. We'll get his opinion as well. John, Scream 7 trailer is out. See you all February. Nice. Scream 7. Wow.
7 already?
I know. There's so many of them, huh? I love it. I love it.
I have my Scream mask up there too. I was gonna do what's your favorite crypto? No.
I like it. I like Captain Rob Sparrow. Okay. I think it's really cool. Peter, Tom Lee, save my ETH bags, man. Nobody needs to save ETH bags. Might be like, wow. I don't know. I just look at ETH and I look at what it's going to do and how it's plugged into Wall Street. And yeah, that's enough said. We'll look at the chart to back up my sentiment. But yes, that's how I feel about ETH. Miss Megan, what's up, JD? Always bringing the good vibes in. Yes, we are on fire in this show, and we absolutely love to have you. Thank you so much for all your love and support, guys. Smash a like, hit that subscribe, and share the stream so we can get this to as many people as possible. And we love you, JD. Thanks for tuning in, Mitch. Thank you. I'm not trying to be positive even. I guess I just understand. I see where this market is headed, and I understand where we are in the macroeconomic sphere based on all the research that I've done. And to me, it seems like a very asymmetrical opportunity right now, with all the fear in the market versus all the indicators that are showing us that we're actually still in bullish conditions, or at least not sell signals, right? Like Rob has said on many occasions. So that being said, Rob, how are you feeling about today?
I can see why people are being fearful right now, but when I actually started looking at the charts today a little bit, I would have been a great time to do some shorts. But this is where you'll be actually taking profits in shorts. Personally, I did not do any because I've been back and forth to the doctors too much to actually be able to day trade. So I'm just kind of waiting, putting my alerts above one on 12-hour nines right now because the dip's getting pretty harsh right now, and the 1-day nine's too far away for me to get an alert to go off to get the best opportunity for an entry for me. So now I gotta zoom in a little bit, get a 12-hour nine or potentially a 6-hour nine and put alerts on those. So for me, it's patience. And I think I also posted in the Discord today about sometimes you gotta sit there and wait for your entry to come. And once you get your entry, and then you gotta wait for your pattern to play out and your trade idea to play out. So
right. So
yeah.
today is going to be actually a good lesson on how to buy the retest and what to look for it to be confirmed, right? How to enter that trade on the retest, because some of these setups are getting the retest that we wanted. And I know a lot of people will be too scared to buy at these points. So let's actually have a look at which ones are playing out right now. We'll have a look at that gem pick banger from yesterday, see if it's a good time to get in and what the conditions are currently. What do you say we pull up those charts now?
Yep. All right.
All right. Let's go.
All right, so let's just go ahead. Oh, Bitcoin still pulling back in the 1-day. It's past the 1-day SMA 200 right now, but has yet to close underneath it. We got to see where this close is at right here. And then tomorrow or something like that, if it does close underneath it, we might come up and bearishly retest it, then get the rest of the day down to this trend line. So this trend line is going to be a main support that we're looking for, but that doesn't mean we have to go straight down to it. We'll see if it holds this support. Right now, we are on major support levels right here that we're moving on. So there's a bunch of them right in here. So we're just going to see how this closes and how it acts in here, see if we can find support. And if not, we're going to be looking for that move to this lower trend line here for the best potential long opportunities lining up with Bitcoin, whatever price level that tends to be. Now, if you open short right now and we bounce here to bearishly retest, you're going to get wrecked on shorts because this bounce can make alts bounce pretty a lot stronger as well too if that does happen. So it's not really a good opportunity to short just due to where we're at on the 1-day, unless you're really good at unless you're trading scalps or smaller day trades.
Right. So I do believe too that the 1 week 50 SMA is at around 102,000 as we speak, which would also add confluence to that pattern there.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, it's right on that trend line.
Right there. Look at that. Look how that lines up.
Look how that line. I didn't even try to do that on purpose. I forgot about that right there. So look how that lines up right perfectly with that trend line. So not much further to go down. That just tells you, hey, you might just want to wait on entering. I'm buying the dip right now because if you are trying to buy the dip, it might dip down another couple percent, which could put more fear in the market and make alts drop a lot harder. So.
Right. And guys, if that scenario plays out, I mean, that would scare the living daylights out of everybody. I mean, more than Halloween, more than Scream 7, more than Megan, the AI sentient crazy girl. Okay. That would scare a lot of people and that would shake a lot of people out. And that would make a lot of sense to me. And, that is a very strong level of support there. People could be thinking, oh my God, it's going under 100K. It's over. I saw so many streams today that were like that. So that sentiment is out there. That fear is out there. But structurally, we're still intact, right? We have to wait for the closures to see. But right now, like, it is scary, but it's still within the bull market structure if it were to do that. In fact, it could be a healthy thing. Look at all these different tests on the 50-week SMA, right? As we've been going up, we've done this consistently, it seems.
Yeah, the whole bull market. We never lost it, and we just maybe wicked underneath it just a tidbit, but not very much. We've never closed underneath it. If we close underneath it, then we're talking a little bit of different story. We got to change our tune a little bit for a deeper correction. But right now, we're too close to that to sit there and turn bearish now. If you want to be bearish, turn bearish whenever it gets green.
Right. That's right. That's the mentality. Turn bearish if we make another lower high up there or something, but not right here when we've already dipped all the way down here and we're about to be right on that level of support. So guys, just try to calm your fears, calm your emotions, stick to the plan. And we're going to get into some of the altcoins after this, potentially Ethereum, to see where we're at in total too, to see, is this a buy the dip opportunity? And I just want to shout out to Team Captain here because it made me laugh. What do I buy more of? AVAX, Link, ETH, or ADA? Or should I buy a big bottle of bourbon and sit in a closet? I mean, that just...
Rum.
Woo! That just really captures the sentiment, team captain, doesn't it, Captain Rob Sparrow?
Well, why is all the rum gone? Is it because I drank it all because the market dipped? I don't know.
I mean, you guys, us in the crypto market, we really are true warriors. We've been through the ringer. We've been through like all kinds of craziness, and we're still here. Okay, we're still here. We're still having fun. Just try to keep your emotions in check. And as far as the answer to that question, I mean, those are all probably pretty solid plays for the bull run. You know, the larger caps, and AVAX has a lot going for it as far as like gaming and other things. So I don't know. I hold all of those. Okay, and in my large cap bag. And it just be for me a question of like, are we still in a bull run? Did I see it in my sell signals yet? What is my plan? And if not, then I'm just going to dollar cost average down on this dip into my long-term holds, which are those bigger caps. So that's the answer to that. And probably a little mix of bourbon. That would be like the hybrid approach, right? Peter says Bitcoin dominance reclaiming 60%. Yeah, I can imagine that'd be so. Maybe we can pull that up in a minute. But still not concerning yet, I think, based on what I just looked at in the charts recently. JD, higher lows. That's right. Let's look at that too. Please look at ETH BTC. Okay, Peter, that could be an interesting indicator. Mitch, not being emotional while trading and investing is a skill I need to buy. LOL. You guys are cool. Pouring myself a glass of bourbon. Yes. Okay. No, I don't want to encourage drinking, but I'm just, I'm excited that you're joining the party. Okay, you guys, non-alcohol cocktails, juice, coffee, whatever floats your boat, but just join the party. That's all I ask, and that you come with good vibes and ready to learn and ready to soak in the real stuff that's on the charts, not all the news and noise and stuff that could actually make you lose money or make bad decisions. Okay, we got the Clash team in the house. Cypherium, what's up? Skull, Real Ice Bear, please do tell me your drink of choice today. I must know. And yeah. Rob, I'll let you get back to we're on total 2 now. So that's excluding Bitcoin and
yes,
that's
Bitcoin, all altcoins.
Okay.
So this here, I was looking at this chart today, and I thought it was very interesting. The SMA on it that I have it on right now, the white line, is the SMA 100. And this one here has held basically support the last 2-3 times it got touched. It got hit here, and it also lines up with the trend line. So if this does go all the way back down to here, that's going to give you, which it gave you a long wick right here. Buyers came in along this. So the alt buyers are coming in along this trend line and the SMA 100 right above it. And this is a potential. When you look at right here, you come down, you make a higher low, another higher low, another higher low. We are printing with a flat top on top. Oh, my kids just came home. We have a flat top on top, and what this is a ascending triangle, which has a higher probability of breaking to the upside at some point than anything else. Now, every time that we try to break it, when you look at it, we have always been, you look up here, we were maxed out on our indicators. When we got up there again, up in this area again, getting close to it. Whoa, wrong one. When we got up to this one here, trying to get close to it. All right.
Captain Jack Sparrow's kids are home.
Yep. So hang on one second, guys. I gotta get them to go back to
no problem.
Hang on.
So I will take over for a minute, guys, and I will say, JD, higher lows are correct. Higher lows it is. And while you're seeing higher lows, all the rest of the market is seeing doom and gloom and fear and like, oh my God, I made the worst decision. Oh my God, this is going all the way down. Oh my God, sell. Okay. And that's not necessarily what's happening here. So that's why I want you guys to just pay attention to what the charts say and stick to your plan on these days. What will you be doing? I know that I'm buying. I'm going to be buying. So that's my plan. And don't get shaken out if the chart doesn't tell you to. Back again from New Zealand, Mark. So you're already on Halloween time. Are you doing anything special? Thanks for tuning in. That's so fun. So international. Real Ice Bear, hot tea sounds really amazing as well. And, it's 9 o'clock in Spain. So the cocktail is okay. But I know it's like not that time in other areas. So bye. Oh, love the energy, JD. Tea fuel. Yes. Tea fuel is going to boom. I can feel it. But yeah. Okay, so back to the charts. Let me bring those back up.
All right, they're back to doing whatever they do when they come home.
Yeah, school. No rum for the kiddos. That's right. No, not yet.
Yeah, they're too young for that one. All All right, so where was I at? We were making higher lows, and with that flat top there, that's an ascending triangle. All right, so we were on the indicators down here. Every time we got up there, the indicators were overspent, which we were up there again, overspent. Now we're coming back down, and the indicators, we're not even halfway down there. We got that long wick yesterday, so we can say we already retested. And whenever I look at it right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put a trend line right here, and we're gonna take this trend line all the way out over this area. Let's see where it lines up. So we got a support here, a support here, a support here, a support here. So this is coming into a support that's not on the trend line, it's a little bit higher. And this here, now from the last couple of episodes, if you were watching, where are we at on the Stosh RSI? We're down on the lows here. We're going to be looking for that bullish crossover. We're going to be looking for that to start curving up. We're already down in the buy zone. You want to be buying down in here, selling up in here for a trader. As an investor, buy down here all the time. If you just keep on buying, that's the best time to buy is whenever you get down in these lows right here. That's not when you want to be fearful. That's the worst time to be fearful. Be fearful when this is up high. So that's when you want to be fearful. So next time it gets up, say if it doesn't break out and goes this kind of sideways up here again, and just gets all the way up and starts turning over, then be fearful. And if you want to sell then you might have a high probability of be able to buy back in lower whenever the oscillators go like this again, because they always go down and they always go up. Now, the only thing that we have to kind of worry about here is where the RSI is at. We do have bearish divergence playing out, but it might be already just playing out. But we are sitting on the support of 50 right now, and we have a support at 40. You go through all this right here. Those in a bull market, those are your main supports, 40 and 50. And as long as we hold one of those two as support, we are good on the RSI to potentially make our next higher on it. So, but next time when I run up, we're going to be paying attention to this. We're going to be watching where the RSI is at on this one here. We're going to see if we can break on this if we come back all the way down to here, even if we get all the way down there, we come back up. We're going to see if we can break this trend line. If we get rejected, the Stosh RSI crosses over, we're going to know to take some profits off the board. So that way, when it gets back down here, you have profits to buy the dip with.
Oh, wow. There's so many things to unpack in this chart. But first of all, what I'm looking at is a massive trend line going back many years. Okay, how many years does this go back?
This one here, I made two of them because I couldn't decide which one to use, but they all, no matter what way I drew it, they all interjected right here. So the little one right here was 2020, and then of September. Then this one here, if you just sat there, these wicks down into here was May 2017.
Wow. So this is a trend line that potentially dates back to 2017, you guys. That's could be just about to break out. And people are saying they're done and they're going home, they're packing the bags, and that we're in the bear market. I mean, again, we'd never speak in absolutes, but this chart is looking so bullish to me. I feel there's an asymmetrical bet here. Obviously, you've got to manage your risk, but I do feel like looking at this chart and so many others and the macroeconomic conditions that this is definitely an asymmetrical bet and that the risk is to the upside.
100%. And then another thing to look at too, if that does break out, I did on the lower trend line, what would be the measured move? You're looking at 17 trillion, this is saying. So that would be just insane if it did go up like that. But hey, you never know. It's crypto, and if they're doing doing QE and they're pumping more money in the market, they're always printing more money. So why not?
Right. And then I saw another thing today, and it's absolutely true. So let's say we get a big pump into the end of the year, but then we have a long consolidated correction, aka bear market, right? But I think it would be a much shorter bear market than the typical ones. Even if we did so, imagine at the end of Trump's term toward 2027, going into, the last years, how this market, he's going to want to pump this. I just think that this is going to continue and that we're going to get another crescendo before he leaves, right? Because that is his legacy. That's what he wants to leave for the markets. That's what I just see all this playing out in front of me. So even if we don't get our ideal dream scenario now, I just think that the next 3 to 5 years are going to be life-changing for everyone who's involved right now. I truly do believe so. And I know you want to hear about now, but you've also got to constantly think about the bigger picture and plan for that as well, which is the perfect time to say, guys, the link is in the description below for the Discord, the Hive. We're all in there. I'm uploading alpha news. Rob is too, all throughout the day, and the talented team at Crypto Gents. And we're just helping you guys win. Okay, so that's open to everyone. until tomorrow. So do take advantage. Sign up for the Discord. It's free. And also the BYDFi deposit bonus of $50 on $100, 50% deposit bonus and on up. That is ending tomorrow. So sign up for BYDFi and you'll also have access to some of the exclusive tools we're going to give. And speaking about long-term, the last time I'm going to mention this because we're not doing a live tomorrow. This is the last day, potentially, unless we extend it a little longer, to sign up for iTrust Capital Crypto IRA, okay? And we are giving you $250 to trade with for funding your account. They're giving you $100, and BYDFi is giving you 50% deposit bonus. So it is a massive deal, lots of value for you guys. The links are in the description below. If you're listening on X, just scroll down on my page and you'll find it. Yeah, and now's the time, guys. Now is the time. We're going to show you those gem pick bangers that are retesting and potentially in the buy zone. Okay, so take advantage of all of that. That is ending tomorrow. We won't be on the live tomorrow because we'll be doing Halloween stuff. So that's that, guys. That's that. That's what I'll say for today. And let's get back to the charts.
All right. So this here is just the stock chart right here. It's the Russell 2000. When this breaks out and is going up in the higher highs, it means risk on appetite. So right now we are testing the all-time highs, previous all-time highs. We're up there and we're retesting it now. So with total 2 retesting, this retesting, that makes me more bullish as well too. We don't want to lose these levels. We want to see these hold as support in this zone here. Maybe it goes sideways a little bit, then breaks up. But if it goes sideways a little bit, then breaks down, and then we got some troubles to kind of look at here. So this is the Russell 2000. I'm just looking for risk on appetite for the altcoins to have more confluence on different charts and different ways of thinking about it. So I just want to bring that up as well too. So we're retesting on the Russell 2000, following that idea so far.
Right. Now I like to follow this up because this is like, you know, it's like the high risk stocks, right? It's like the startup stocks.
It's like small cap stocks. Yes, the startup stocks, yeah. Small caps. So if you're thinking like small caps and like, so the higher risk in alt and crypto is the small cap alts, of course. It's kind of like that idea there, where you get the bigger multiple gains. Like
exactly. So JD says, love Theta. Hang in there. Yeah, hang in there, Mitch. Hang in there. You've been a hodler since 2017 and a Theta hodler since November 2020. Okay, so you're back on the ground floor where you potentially entered in 2020. But if you watched the show yesterday, we gave a Theta analysis on how this is generally a support zone to buy Theta at. So we will keep you updated on that. Run the edge node. I like it, JD. I like it. I'm doing a validator node, it's called, right? With Theta, yes. And I'm also staking T-Fuel. Let's go. Graham, hi. Good to see you here. Another guy from New Zealand. What's up? Have a good weekend. We're all dressed up, ready for Halloween. And we're looking into some of the altcoins now, see if we get some good entries. So we're going to hold our breath and buy the dip. And while everybody's looking left, we're going to look right. And we're going to pay attention to what really matters, which is what is in the charts. So let's see.
Yeah, back from the RTY. Like these are the kind of stocks in the RTY. This is Rocket Labs. This is a stock that went 878% in the stock market. Like those are like the high risk ones. So we're gonna be looking at stuff like this and the altcoin market next. And we're gonna go to our yesterday's gem pick banger and see where we're at with it.
Let's go.
Which we are down 12% right now, which is awesome because that means you didn't get to miss out and you get to buy a little bit lower. So
that's right. We're getting our wish, guys. We're getting our wish. Will you act on it? I don't know, but here we are.
So what I think I posted it in group and answered it on live as well too. We're either going to be looking for the breakout of this level here, which we never broke out. What is a breakout? We'll be doing more trainings on that inside the group later on what a breakout is and how to confirm them. But anyway, it did not break out. We didn't even get up. We got just a little bit of wick above it. No candle closes on it. Next, what we did was we said we want to look for the test of the trend line, and we want to look. I think I had a different trend line on here at the other point. But anyway, the main thing was looking for the retest of the SMA 9, 12-hour SMA 9, which that's what we're doing right this moment. We're retesting the 12-hour 9. So this is where you want to start zooming in to nail your entry. You waited. The idea is to wait for your entry to come. Then once your entry comes, you either take the entry, and if you're not sure on because market conditions are kind of scary right now, they're showing that we could have a little bit more downside. If you're not sure just yet, you could always just zoom in and start getting an idea here. Like right here, we could potentially we could sit there and go in there. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete the whole chart there because it makes it easier to see. We can say it there and put fibs on this one, see where we're at on the fibs. So on this swing in the 1 hour time frame, we did retest a 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level on on the 1 hour swing. So there's a confirmation of support there. If you're not too satisfied yet, you're not too sure yet, you can sit there and put alerts on the 1 hour SMA 9, which I will be teaching that in group later on. So sit there and help confirm your entry. Let's see where the oscillators are at on this one. Oscillators in the 1 hour are down on the floor going sideways. Now we see that to start pivoting up. So this works on smaller time frames as well too as in higher time frames, but there's a lot more fake outs in the smaller time frames than there is in the high time frames. So keep that in mind. It's not as strong in the lower time frame. Sometimes you can sit there and just sit there and get like, you'll be like, you could look at this one right here. You had to I can't find this chart. Another example for another day. But anyway, so we have that right there. Put a trend line on these two closed candles here. We're hitting this ascending support right here. So we're hitting a trend line. We could zoom in if we want now. Where are we at? So we did break the 15-minute 9. So we're looking for the retest on it. Not much volume just yet. So we're looking for that volume. So we're just looking for confirmations. We start holding this 15-minute 9. This might be our entry right here.
We might be seeing a live entry here as we speak. I don't know.
I already put it here, so my entry's already in. I want people to make their own choices, though.
You're already in, yeah, guys, and that's how you have to do it. You have to like assess for yourself, learn how to do this, learn how to fish, not just copy trade, right? But this is potentially how you find your entry, right? This is potentially how you find it. And if you were to get an entry here, how would you do your stops, Rob?
My stops on this one is, let me see here. Basically, my stops are basically just real tight underneath the 786 Fibonacci level. And if I get stopped out and it goes back above, I just get right back in. I keep real tight stop losses, but if you don't have time to watch your stop losses, or if you're doing spot, another time to, whenever you might want to leave your trade, is if we get a close underneath the 12-hour 9. We got a close underneath the 12-hour 9. It means that we could be having a further retracement on this token. And where would that retracement be going to? I have a pretty good idea just looking at it, but how would I find the next low that we could potentially zoom in to nail? Well, one, we have this strong support right here. This is basically a, if you zoomed into, let's zoom into a smaller time frame so you can see the pattern. This is a, which if I was actually watching the chart, I would have saw it yesterday, but I was, of course, life with kids and doctors are busy. You have a Adam and Eve. That's what we basically nailed yesterday on the move. I basically nailed yesterday on the move when I saw the bear trap. I didn't even see this, but this is a double bottom Adam and Eve. And if we come back down and test that support right there, that could be a good entry. And you look at that with the, was it the 1 hour I was looking at or the 12-hour? 12-hour, that lines up with the 12-hour SMA 50. That's even stronger. That's a higher time frame one. So we hold that as support. We have that neckline there and the 50 as a strong support if we get there. Now, what other confluence can I use for that? We can use the Fibonacci on this whole. We're going to go close candle to close candle. Can't use. So let's go to close candle, close candle. So that is the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement on this whole move, telling you that's basically the golden pocket. Basically, in between the 5 and the 618 is the golden pocket area. So if we lose that 12-hour 9, you can sit there and just leave for either a small loss or at a bearish retest, a break even, depending on your skill level. And you're going to probably look to buy 10% lower. Max, the 786 Fibonacci retracement will be 17% lower. So those are the possibilities there, but right now we can sit there and see, we can see that buying coming in. We got that wick coming in, and that's where you zoom into the smaller time frames.
Right, and the price levels are there. Just for those who can't see on the screen here, so we can go back and say that. But yeah, so the 12-hour SMA 9,
the 12-hour 50 is at $6.51. The 12-hour SMA 9 is at $7.29. And if you're in the Discord group, I'll repost this chart here. And if you look to the right of the chart, the colors of my SMA 50 is always red. The SMA 200 is always yellow, and the SMA 9 is always white. So whenever you look to the right of the chart, I'm not sure if anybody I've ever been told this. I just noticed it one day. This highlighted number to the right-hand side of it is highlighted red because that's the color of my SMA 50. There's white number right here. It's highlighted white because of my SMA 9. This yellow number right here is highlighted yellow because it's my SMA 200. And that's exactly the number it's at. So if you're looking at a chart and you look to the right and you see you're wondering why these numbers are highlighted, that is why. And if it's not on your chart, All you got to do is go into settings of that. And I think it's in style, if I remember. Yeah, labels on the price scale. And right there, you can turn it on or off. Make sure you turn it on, and you can see exactly where that number's at.
Very cool. Oh, that's a good trick for you guys using TradingView. And yeah, this is our gem picked banger, potentially successfully retesting. Let's see. But that's how you find an entry and gauge whether or not it's a good time to get in, by zooming into the smaller time frames. So depending on if you're trading spot or leverage, there you go. You just got a little mini master class, which is what these lives are all about. And let's see, JD, I spoke not correctly, not a validator. Maybe I'm just manifesting. It's actually a guardian. That was the word I was looking for. But yeah, not a validator yet, but very heavy in the Theta community. So yeah, let's see. Iculus, delusional to think anything in 2026 isn't a massacre. So that's not exactly what I said. I do expect some sort of deeper correction or potential bear market coming sometime, maybe mid 2026 and to 2026. But what I'm saying is, going into last year's President Trump's term, I believe that one of his main goals is going to be to pump the markets as much as humanly possible, right? So that's just what I'm saying, that like, even if we do get a mini bear market, we don't have this euphoric blow off top right now. I think the next 3 to 5 years are going to be life-changing for many different reasons. So it's all about patience in the long game, and learning how to trade in any market conditions is also going to help you through times like these. But I'm just speaking long-term bags. So yes, what's up, Claire? Yeah, Theta is down, but there's a lot of altcoins that are down, and we just went over Theta yesterday. We've got a lot of Theta people in here. So yeah, I'm just trying to look at the chart, but again, we spoke about where that support zone was, and that is potentially a ground floor entry. And we actually likened it to HBAR and what happened after HBAR was at similar levels. Okay, so go and watch yesterday's video. I timestamped it so you'll see where Theta is, and maybe, well, okay, there it is. Wow, yeah. We might as well just go over it now. Well, you're lucky that Rob is really on it today. And then Peter says we need a strong ETH for alts to prosper. Absolutely. Everybody should want Bitcoin to do well, and Ethereum especially, because all alts are going to follow that, right? So we need Bitcoin to make new all-time highs. Absolutely. But first, it's going to go down and scare the living crap out of everybody before it does that, it looks like. So yes, let's go. Rob. So we're on the Theta chart. JD is happy here. Let's have a look at what's happening. Let's calm some nerves here, or potentially not. I don't know.
I mean, right here, it already went down to this level not too long ago. It was legitly, well, what's the date? It was at this price level 20 days ago. So right now, there's not much change in the last 20 days. We had that big liquidation level. We had the oversold bounce, and now we're just back down to here. Potentially, if this level holds, eventually what people could see is a potential double bottom, but we got to sit there and see where candle closes. Actually, if you look at it, we're just kissing that level on the candle closes. That's what I'm using right now. I'm not using the long wicks. I'm using the candle closes. So on the daily time frame. So what you can kind of basically look for to see if this level holds, if it starts going up here, then all you got to do is set for a good entry, a new entry or whatever, you set your alerts on the 1-day SMA 9. Now we come back up here bearishly, retest it. How low can we go? Well, we're on a high time frame support. Next level will be a little bit down lower, so it just gives you time to get some more if you're an investor. Then if you're a trader, you just set your alerts on it, and you get a new entry to a better entry for a spot trader.
Right.
So
yeah.
Yeah, it's just at the same level.
Same level. So it's, people are really scared at these levels, which is understandable. But again, let's just try to zoom out, have a look at where we really are in the grand scheme of things. And guys, all you Theta lovers, go back and watch that HBAR video from yesterday. It compared Theta to HBAR. I timestamped it. Claire, you're going to love that part. So, and yes, patience is a virtue. Absolutely. And those who are patient enough, the money is transferred from the impatient to the patient hands every single time. Yours truly, Warren Buffett, only the most iconic investor in the world, said those words. So yes, guys, patience, and just stay cool, right? No panicking. No panicking allowed. We have to have a plan for all scenarios. So love to from Sydney. Wow. So international. You guys are already in Halloween. I love it. So we are back. What'd you say?
Said cheers. Halloween. Woo.
Cheers. Yeah. I mean, the pirate's happy. Let's go. His ship is ready to sail, man. So let's see. Somebody wanted ETH here. So we're going to go over ETH now.
Yeah. I'm looking at the time frame. On ETH, so I'm going to take a quick look at it. I got to delete some other stuff that I was doing on it. I was measuring something on dips before. I think that was in another live actually that we did at ETH on that.
Yeah,
So
probably.
I'm looking at this right here. So I took this pivot point and these pivot points all in one basically, and I think it was weekly chart actually. Let's see. Oh, yep, that all lines up the weekly chart. So I basically use candle closes and wicks basically, and we're coming into the retest of this breakout right here. So we got rejected from this top right here, which okay, usually the first time you try breaking into an ATH all-time high, typically you get rejected at least one time. So we got that rejection once we got up in there. No big surprise, to be completely honest. Let's see what our oscillators kind of looked like here. All right, oscillators were kind of saying, all right, just like when we were up here, we were topped out. We had the bearish crossover. We went down. All right, same thing with over and here, and we had the same thing again. But what we're looking for now, since now the Dosh RSI is all the way down on the weekly time frame, on the lows, that happens 2 times a year. 2 times a year, you get a dip like this. So if you don't buy it,
see, how's that for some positive sentiment? And I see you circled the other times that it's happened in the charts here, and they've led to some pretty massive moves up, right?
Oh yeah, these ones led to massive moves up. The bigger moves start on this with this right here. That's where the big moves start. Sometimes you don't get the big moves, but it gives you time to put your stop someplace at least. So that's where we're back in the weekly buy zone. So we're looking for this to hold. That doesn't mean buy right this second. That means it's time to start zooming in and get that cash that you have on the sidelines ready to deploy when you start getting some signals like 1 day time frame. Oh, this is the weekly chart. Sorry, I had a 3-day chart I was looking at the other day. So what we're looking for is that bullish crossover. We're looking for this zone to hold. Potentially the 50-week SMA would be fine. And now the question is, when this crosses up over and goes up, is it going to give it the power to break through this resistance here, this ATH resistance? And if we make a nice, strong, higher low, let's go ahead and get a drawing tool. So if we make a higher low right in this area, I'm going to use the SMA 50 because I know the market likes to scare people. Trend lines don't always hold exactly on the same, but we use that SMA 50 as a good point as a higher low, and we get that crossover right here. We have the 50. The 50 is a very important level too with the 40. So say this kind of holds right in here like that, and we start having that go up. Will that give us the power to break through? We're not far from this level right here. So we hold this level. I think that we have the potential to break through into the ATH and start skyrocketing up to whatever levels people are predicting for ETH on this move up here, as long as we don't go lower than the SMA 50. We go lower than the SMA 50 on the weekly time frame to the 200. We still might get it, but it could be more. I would suggest to get that when it's all the way up there. Might take a little bit more time, get a little bit more rejection, kind of wobble in that area and not do a parabolic move. But we stay in this area, I can see more of a parabolic move because that's giving us a strong momentum early into that level. So that's what my idea is right now.
I like that. So it's ETH decision time. Are we going to come down and test this 50-week SMA and blast off, or are we going to have to go down a little bit further? I'd say with the sentiment there is around ETH and like the video I played for you earlier of Tom Lee saying, I think he also likened it to when the dollar went off the gold standard, that Ethereum is the equivalent, right? And that all Wall Street is going to want to access it, and that his goal is to get 5% of the supply. I mean, supply shock is real, man, and it's happening. And Ethereum is in high demand, and it will continue to be, and it's not getting less popular as time goes on. It's getting more popular. As you can see, we've got the Clarity Act to be signed, all of the things that I played for you in the beginning. In fact, I'm just going to pop this up one more time. The likelihood of sovereigns buying Bitcoin in size in the next few years, the likelihood that we pass the Clarity Act, the speed at which tokenization and stablecoins will grow, and that the debasement trade will become significantly more popular, not less. Okay. And also you had news that Germany is now looking to establish a strategic reserve, which is funny because, they sold at around 50,000 notoriously. And now they're wanting to do the reserve, right? So they fumbled the bag and now they're back buying the top. Now, but seriously, like that's how we're going. That's the trend of the world. And trend is your friend. Trend is your friend. Looks like you've got, okay, Claire, you've gone and bought more Theta. That a girl, way to go. JD bought T-Fuel today at 0.023 cents. That's a pretty epic buy. I mean, T-Fuel, when it rages. And if they come out with all the updates that they're saying they're going to do, and they're going to rebrand potentially T-Drop, the mega low cap, that's going to be huge. So Mitch, yesterday was great explaining accumulation of H bar in comparison to Theta. Yes, good job, Mitch. Thank you for paying attention to that, because all of the Theta people need to go and rewatch that. In fact, I might clip it and put it on X so people can look at it, because it was pretty cool. I believe Rob said Theta has been in accumulation for 1,200 days and H bar had been in accumulation 800 days. That's a very good memory, because that's exactly what he said. I remember that he said that. So yes, rubber band snap back. Yep, and that was my analogy, Mitch. You get an A++. You are a really good, attentive listener student. Alumni. Graduated with golden colors. Peter, thank you for giving us the hopium we need to continue hodling. Yeah, you know, Rob was just telling you how it looks in the charts, right? Rob will keep it real. And this is just what it looks like. I mean, there's still a lot of bullish factors going on. And worst case scenario is when Theta reaches life-changing targets. That's the difference between, exactly. So that's what I mean, Mitch, that, and everybody listening, like, you have to kind of have a plan. If you're a long-term investor, then you have a long-term horizon and you weather the storm and you wait it out. And if you're a trader, then you look at these different levels where potentially there's support, and to get in your entry to ride it all the way up to whatever the measured move is, right? So have a plan. You can have both too. I believe the hybrid strategy is the best, which is why I've got my bags in one portfolio and I got my trading portfolio in another. So that being said, if you just bought Theta and you want to trade Theta, you can do that too. And sign up to the Discord link below, and Rob will be posting all kinds of setups there for you guys. And all the talented analysts. So yeah, now's the time. Now's the time. And back to you, Rob.
All right, I was just doing a little bit more looking into ETH, where that level is at. I wanted to pull some fibs on this whole swing to the downside. That 50 is at the 0.5 Fibonacci level. So wick down underneath that would be and candle close above it would be the golden pocket buying zone at right around 3K-ish. So that is definitely in the cards, getting down to $3,000. But right now we need to break 3,631 to get down to that level. So we will see what happens. Let's look at the daily. The daily was some 1 day SMA 200s right in that zone as well too. So we have loads of support that we're going into from every way I can look at it. I would not be opening short on that support. I would have to open short on a bearish retest of it if it closes underneath it. So it's a waiting game to see what happens and to see if it holds or not, or if we get that better entry down lower or go higher. So I look at everything as how I'm going to trade it. So I just thought process on how I would trade it and what I'm looking for. And you just kind of make do depending on what your situation is and how you're planning on do. If you're a long-term, mid-term, short-term holder, if you're a trader, swinger short, you can just take that idea off. Like if I'm saying, hey, I would short this right here, then that means you're going to get a better buy opportunity. So that's the way you can kind of look at it sometimes.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I'd be a buyer of ETH at 3K if ETH went down to 3K. I mean, I think everybody be rightfully scared, but that would be an insane opportunity, in my opinion. So yeah,
it is buy the fear and sell the greed, and most people don't. The funniest thing I found in crypto and trading is the iconic sayings that people all say, like trade the trend till the end, buy the fear, sell, or buy the fear, sell the greed, and all that type of stuff. It's so true, but nobody acts like it whenever it's actually time. That's one thing I've been in trading. That's the one thing I've noticed is people are very fearful whenever it's red, and whenever it's green, they're very greedy. They're saying buy more. Whenever it's fearful and red, they're saying sell it. I've always noticed that in the crypto world.
Yeah, and we've had so many opportunities to be like, okay, it's time to buy the fear now. And every time it's the same. It's like the bear market is definitely in. I'm not buying the fear. The emotions, they kick in. And it's real. If this were easy, then everybody would be doing great, right? But it's not. It's hard. It's hard to be able to have that discipline and stick to the strategy and just continue when you feel that fear. So yeah, just remember to check those emotions, guys, and try to just stick to the plan at all costs, right? And if you don't have a plan, go and sign up to the Discord, because we're going to be helping you navigate this bull run. And we have some beginners trading courses available to you. If you would like those, you can let us know. And we're working on some very interesting stuff, some masterclass type stuff to know when to exit, enter and exit trades, the bull run for that matter, all the stuff that we go over on the live, but more sort of like course format. So that's in the cards, guys. And you better learn this stuff, because it is life-changing. Okay. It really is. These skills are really important and can help you in so many different markets as well. So that being said, what are we looking at now?
I am looking for a certain chart that I can't find. Lower time frames are starting to get some green, saying that we might be getting some a good bounce opportunity here soon, but they're not long-term trades just yet. I was looking for something else, actually. Let me find it.
Right.
So
So
ETH BTC, that's what I was looking for.
that's it. Yeah, that was Peter had that request, I remember. So Peter, holler at you. Let us know if you're in the chat. Let's have a look.
So yeah, I have my my Bitcoin dominance and ETH BTC chart on the same level here because I think they are good to look at together. So right now we are basically getting back up to my red box here on BTC.D, which is a rejection area. So we're getting into the supply zone. We're bearishly retesting the supply zone. We need to bearishly retest this in order to get down lower. So yeah, we are going up to the six. This is I formatted this in a different way, so it doesn't say 60% on it. But anyway, we need to just make sure we get rejected from these levels. So we're bearishly retesting the higher levels on Bitcoin dominance. ETH BTC DCD ETH/BTC, we are in. We're still bullishly retesting support down here. So on this line graph here, we're still bullishly retesting support. Nothing really
Can
crazy.
you sort of move the chart to the left? I think it's hiding behind the comments here. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're basically bearishly retesting, bullish retesting. That's the way that that's what we want to see for the best outcome of alts. So it's giving us another buy opportunity, is what it's saying, as long as these retests hold firm.
Right. So still looking good on this, and actually, you know, seeing that potential bearish retest on Bitcoin dominance is, you know, could be a really good sign, right? That we test back into that first before dropping further. So this again, more confluence. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just so much confluence going on right here.
Yep. All right. So next is this right here. We were saying that we were getting greedy before. Now we went. I think it was 2 episodes ago. We were saying we were getting greedy. That we were looking for that pullback on multiple charts. We showed that. And right now, what happened? We said we're looking for neutral to fear in order to start buying the dip. Now we're getting back down on the 12-hour chart. We're back down to neutral, going into fear. We're starting to get some buy signals and stuff like that on Bitcoin. So that is good. We're starting to get those buy signals, the buy the dip signals, to start popping up on mid time frames. 12-hour, 6-hour, 4-hour. So that is something that is good, that we are getting close to at least a bounce. I can say that.
Yeah.
So if you are fearful and you want to get out of the market, which I don't suggest to do that, just at least wait for the bounce.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Again, it goes back to having a plan. If you really just want to exit, yeah, at least wait for a pump to do that, right? And then if that's your plan, don't then flip again, guys. You got to stick to your plan.
Yeah, make a plan.
Right?
If you have a trading bag and you want to trade the bounce, that's a whole different story. So
Right, absolutely. Mitch, man, those bags are looking good. 52K Theta, 100K T Fuel, a big bag of XRP. That's amazing, man. Congrats. I mean, that's a hell of a portfolio right there. Looking forward to retiring. Man, if you have a long-term outlook on this market, I think that most people will do exceptionally well if you're able to be patient. That's my opinion on that. Long-term retirement is the only option. Yes. And speaking of retirement, guys, put some away for yourself in your retirement. Pay yourself. You can transfer crypto there from your other IRAs or just directly from your Roth and convert it over there to iTrust, and you'll be able to buy and sell like 70 different cryptos and trade tax-free within that Roth IRA or the 401k. So do remember to pay yourself as well. Peter says, looks like Bitcoin dominance wants to go up and fill the wick up to 62%. But hope it rejects. I mean, yes, the goal here is to see that bearish retest and for us to keep going back down after that. And I think it all lines up pretty well. Bitcoin goes down, scares everyone, you know, retesting the 50-week SMA and so much fear. And people are just like, yep, this time it's actually really over. If we do go down to that 50-week moving average, I mean, that's 102,000. People are going to be like scared. Well, I don't want to say it on YouTube, but you know what I mean, because they don't want it to go because they've been hearing that if it goes anywhere near or below 100K, we're definitely in a bear market. So I think this all makes sense and it's all lining up.
Yep. All right. I'm going to do one more chart for the day. One more high time frame chart. Says tomorrow is monthly close, right? So let's look at this monthly chart right here. This is a monthly cycle top chart that I made, so that way I can sit there and have confluence when not to open any midterm bags a long time ago, which You don't want to open up a midterm bag when this RSI on the monthly time frame gets up to this red line. Every time we get up to this red line, we reject. That's happened every single top. We haven't got that high yet. We're still in the middle. And right now, we have this bottom trend line coming up here. And potentially when we close, this might go down a little bit lower tomorrow and retest this level right here. So that means if we are down on this level here, that means next month or two that we might be starting to go up on this level here. And this is a bullish pendant it's printing. If you're looking at pattern rise and we break that bullish pendant, this line right here is you take this. What you do is you take the top trend line, the bottom trend line, make a line going connecting them. You move it on top of this, and you place it right there, and that's your measured move, which is right in line with this trend line of saying cycle top potentially.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy stuff. That would be wild to see that play out.
Yeah, so that there's just a simple chart, simple basic chart, and sometimes the simple basic things are sometimes the best thing to help keep your head straight. Like, is it cycle top every time has been up here, not down here, not like this. So, and right now we're going onto a trend line. So, do you want to buy on the bottom of this trend line, or do you want to sell on the top of it, or potentially after the breakout? That's what you have to ask yourself. That's the way you have to make a plan, and then you have to stick to it. And if it doesn't work, then you make a new plan.
Right. Oh, I like it. I like this a lot. And as we're wrapping up the stream and we're coming into the end of October and into Halloween and the markets are spooked, I know that you're not particularly, or you don't think it's super important, but is there any level to look for on the monthly close that would be a good sign? Or what should people be paying attention to as we go into the new month of November?
Let's look at the Fib phase chart. I think that will give me the best, this one here. Let me see where this level's at, make sure I have it drawn right. So I think I have it right around, it's a little bit above it. We want to see like basically a close above these, right where these candles are basically at, these last two candles, right around 107,000, right in this zone, right where we're at. We need the bulls to show up tomorrow to hold this level right here. We want to see them close that right here. But if it closes a little bit underneath it, it could turn in easily into a bear trap as well too. So you keep that in mind. But we're right on that level. Like right now, we need to close here or higher, in my opinion, on the monthly time frame. To hold this level right here, we've been holding it for 1, 2, 3 months. We don't want to see the fourth month close underneath it.
Right.
But even if it does close underneath it, we'll be looking for a potential bear trap, and we'll just go from there and see what it's kind of acts like after that.
Right.
Yeah, and then we'll look at the monthly candles after that close. If the bulls show up tomorrow and this kind of pumps up a little bit, we're probably going to have a doji candle, and that shows indecision. So,
and that would be very telling of these times. Lots of indecision, lots of uncertainty. But yes, just pay attention to what's happening. Stay tuned. Keep up to date on the Discord. I'll be posting setups there. Potentially get some trading in tomorrow on Halloween and over the weekend as some of these setups may be retesting, guys. Don't fade it. Just pay attention and take action, and learn as much as you can. Yes, that's right, Mitch. Patience, patience, patience. And yeah, I hope you guys are going to have some fun tomorrow, trick-or-treating, doing whatever you do with the kids. Maybe you just like to do it still. I don't know. That Rob is drinking out of his bull horn like a true captain, Captain Rob Sparrow. And any last words for them, Rob, as we send them into Halloween and the end of the month?
Enjoy some time doing some other things. Get in the Discord, start ask some questions if you're able to, and whatchamacallit, just be patient. And once we start seeing some more ideas, we'll be posting some setups. But right now, it's just a big waiting time, waiting for those entries. And if we do close underneath the 1 day SMA 200 and we bearishly retest it, we'll make some money on some shorts, hopefully, and we could add into on our long-term bags if you have some.
That's right, guys. So we have a plan. It's been a lot of fun hanging out in our costumes today and just having some fun on Halloween and spooktacular with our cocktails. We're going to do this, on Fridays usually, but today is our last day of streaming until Monday. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic Halloween. Stay patient, stay cool, calm, and collected. And we will see you on Monday. Happy weekend, everyone.
Arr!